Hello friends, this is Adam with Movie Guy 365, and today I'm going to review the Blu Ray and 4K edition exclusive Best Buy Steelbook of Spies in Disguise. If you're new to the channel, please hit the like button, subscribe, hit that bell notification. I'll put out videos every single day. I'm also having a contest for a free copy of Star Wars The Rise of Skywalker on Blu Ray 4K. In order to qualify, you need to be subscribed to my channel, like this video, and hashtag MovieGuy365 in the comment section of this video or any video until March 31st, 2020. I will select somebody randomly and announce the winner on April 1st, so good luck. Alright, Spies in Disguise is here from 20th Century Fox, now 20th Century Pictures, I think it's called. The anime feature came out last December, so it is here now on Blu-ray 4K. I will be, of course, reviewing both the Blu-ray 4K disc, and they will have different scores for picture quality and audio, and there's going to be two different sections for audio since both do not share the same Dolby Atmos mix. So we're going to do that. We're going to do a quick unboxing, and then we'll come back and talk about the picture quality and the audio. Alright, we have the Spies in Disguise Steelbook here from Best Buy. Nice comic style artwork here. Rear cover, the bed, and then we have the back. And then pop this sucker open, and we do have some nice disc artwork here. It is always nice to see. And of course we have on the back and the artwork inside the case. Very good. Nice overall Steelbook. Alright, let's take a look at the picture quality and the audio. I will say that the overall picture quality of the Blu-ray edition of Spies in Disguise is absolutely beautiful. This is a clean looking image and probably one of the better animated features to appear on the Blu-ray format as far as the overall picture quality go. Everything is well realized here. Color, darkness levels, detail, I think it all looks good. Now, the animation itself has that smooth look to it, but there are moments where there's enhancement of detail, you know, such as like, you know, kind of shrubbery or something like that, or just those little machines that are, you know, that occupy the landscape in the lab. Those things are really beneficiary and they look really good. Just overall looks great. Just those contrasts between, you know, your reds and blues, your greens, they all look fantastic here. I'm very pleased with the picture quality here on the Spies in Disguise for Blu-ray. I think you are going to be very pleased as well. No real issues that I can detect. There's no any kind of banding or anything to that degree. I think it looks great overall. No problems. So yes, Blu-ray picture quality here is top notch. The Spies in Disguise audio mix for the Blu-ray enjoys a nice DTS 7.1 surround sound, and I think for the most part it is a fairly active audio mix. Now, anime features, you know, comparatively to the live action, aren't as rich or as powerful as something we would get over there on the live action side, but I think for the most part it does its job and it does it fairly well. There's a fair amount of action coming throughout the speakers, everything. Your center channel sounds clean, dialogue, very easy to understand everything. The fronts sound great. They carry a burden of the action. I think it's mostly actually a front heavy kind of mix, but there are a fair amount of uses for your mid-levels, your rears. They all sound great. There's a lot of action, ambience, and you know, it's a very good immersive kind of audio mix as far as I'm concerned. It's really good. I have no issues there on that degree. LFE kicks in at appropriate levels, and I think it fills a room nicely. It's actually, the whole experience is a good, very strong 7.1 audio mix. Spies in Disguise, the 4K picture quality is pretty stellar. We were given an HDR10 grading. No Dolby Vision, unfortunately. That's relegated to the digital version, which you can get with the code included with the movie. But yeah, there's no unfortunate Dolby Vision on this. But I think, I'm going to be honest with you guys, I think it looks pretty fantastic. HDR10, I think, does more than enough job. It does the heavy lifting. And this is probably one of the best looking I've seen, especially with modern day animation styles on the 4K format. You know, I go back to Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, which I felt was almost like reference quality. This one, I would comparatively give it that kind of grading as well. I think beautifully rendered picture. The 4K HDR is pretty gorgeous to look at. Your reds, your blues, you know, like cop lights, that kind of thing. They look really good. They have a nice contrast against, you know, the darker scenes. But oh man, it does look pretty good here. Overall, I have no real issues detail wise. Once again, the animation style, it's a little, not soft, but it's a little clean. It's not too much focused on your, like, the little intricacies, like details, but whatever details we do get, I think are nicely enhanced here and they look great. Darker nighttime scenes, black levels look good, animated to a style where it's just, it's very good contrast between what the characters and what's going on as far as the nighttime ambience goes. Looks great. It's HDR10. It really does its job here, and I think you're going to be very pleased with the overall results of the 4K picture. Spies in Disguise is technically a Disney adjacent film, so we all know what that's going to mean. This was released, of course, by 20th Century Fox, but was mastered by Disney at the end of the day for home release. So while I feel that the DTS 7.1 was a really nice kind of full overall experience, I feel that it, to this degree, Atmos does its job, but it's not going to be overly aggressive, and it's going to have a little bit of that Disney Atmos kind of feel to it. It's not going to be particularly heavy-handed, so just keep that in mind. Some of us like our Atmos to be a little bit more on the heavy side. Spies in Disguise, the Atmos is technically not. So, but that being said, I feel it's an overall very immersive kind of experience. Your fronts, your centers sound great. Dialogue, action, all those things coming out of those speakers do their job, and I feel they do it well. Your LFE kicks in at appropriate times, but it's not overly aggressive at any given point. I didn't really feel like I was shaking in my seat. It's just not that kind of, like, you know, mix, but here we are. You know, we all know what to expect at this point. Rears, mid-levels, they sound great. There's I did feel, and I tried to A and B comparison this, that the 7.1 handled the overall fullness of the rears and the mid-levels a little better. I don't know, maybe I'm just kind of like really trying to pick it apart, but I feel it was a little fuller on that aspect. I don't know. I'm really curious if you guys you know, experience that as well. And the height speakers, they're intermittent. They kick in on a lot of occasions, but there's nothing that I feel like you're really going to miss out on if you're just utilizing a 7.1. But I think overall the Atmos is a good soundstage for your personal home theater, and I think you'll be pleased with the results. Just a couple little misgivings on the Atmos level side, but yeah, Spies in Disguise, Atmos mix, not too bad over here. I'm going to go ahead and give the Blu Ray picture quality of Spies in Disguise an A-. I think it really pushes the boundaries of what a 1080p disc can do as far as animation. I think it looks absolutely gorgeous. I think you'll be very pleased with the results, and it's a beautiful rendered picture. 4K, I'm going to give that one a solid A. Gorgeous looking picture. That HDR takes it up just a little bit, gives you that a little extra flair to it. I think it's absolutely beautiful, and you will be very happy with those results. For the DTS 7.1 on the Blu-ray side, I will go ahead and give that one a B+. I think it's a very strong overall immersive experience. No real issues to speak of, and I think it really just pulls you into the movie, and I think it's a good way to really listen to the film utilizing the Blu-ray disc. And I will give the Dolby Atmos on the 4K a B+ as well. I think it's very immersive. It adds that little extra layer, especially if you have height speakers to your personal home theater. But a little bit on the soft side, as Atmos mixes tend to be on the Disney under the Disney banner. But I think it's still a very strong overall presentation. So that's my review of Spies in Disguise, the Blu-ray and 4K. Let me know in the comments below which version you picked up and what your thoughts were. In the meantime, please like, subscribe, hit that bell notification. I put out videos every single day. So until next time, this is Adam with Movie Guide 365. I will see you at the movies.